We're with Amanda Curcio from the Holy Redeemer Volleyball Team here at our Carol and Janelle. And Amanda, let's talk a little bit about your season. What's it been like? A lot of tradition at Holy Redeemer.
Yeah, we're big on tradition. We have a lot of young girls this year, a ton of sophomores, and it's great because we lost a lot year, but we also gained so much because they were so experienced from last year. And it's just great, the 3 seniors we have this year, and we're just really helping each other and taking people under our wings.
He always is trying to bring out the best in everybody at the same time. He can be demanding, but it means that there's going to be a lot of wins, and that always feels good at the end of the day. So I'm sure everybody's kind of saying, you know what, this is working for us.
Yeah, he's pretty demanding, but he knows what he's doing. So I mean, you just got to listen to him, and he knows what he's doing. So
seems like he always either has a clipboard or a piece of paper, something where he's kind of like thinking of another set or what this person does or percentages.
There's a lot more in volleyball that we do with him than just like, preparing physically. We do so much notes and scouting ahead of time, and with our stats and stuff, he really works on us with that too.
How about some of the weaknesses that he has probably helped everybody get a little bit better at, whether it's a this or that?
Yeah, I mean, like he is on us from start to finish. If we if our hand is closed when we're hitting the ball or something, every single time we hit, if it's closed, he'll tell us from the bat, keep it open. He just stays on us.
What do you like overall about this year's team? What do you see that are some of the strong points?
I feel like this year's team, because we are so young, we just keep growing every day at practice, and it's really cool to see these girls really grow.
As far as your overall experience, talk about some of the players that maybe you looked up to at one time, and now you're kind of doing the same thing to some of those younger players.
I mean, when we were on varsity, us three seniors were on varsity sophomore year, which was pretty cool. We worked really hard for it, and there were some amazing players that we looked up through on our sophomore year. And even when we were juniors last year, we had so much fun with them, and they helped us, and they worked so hard with us to make us the players we are today.
Future endeavors for you? Have you given much thought now your senior year?
Yeah, not too sure where I want to go yet. Some local schools I applied, but I definitely know I want to go into education, into teaching, and that kind of stuff. So.
All right. It'll be a rewarding career for you, and I'm sure it's been rewarding for you at Holy Redeemer, and we wish you the best of luck Saturday in the state playoffs.
Thank you.
I'm with Ashley Andrejko from the Holy Redeemer Volleyball Team. And Ashley, let's talk about your experience there at Holy Redeemer and the volleyball team.
It's definitely, I've played since I was a freshman. It's a lot of work, but it's definitely been so much fun throughout the 4 years, and making it so far in states and everything. I'm very proud to be a part of this team.
For you, you talk about your role on the team. What does Coach expect of you? And I know he expects a lot from everybody, but let's talk in particular. What's he say you need to do?
Well, I'm the setter. So he was a setter when he played, so it's hard. Amanda's the setter as well, and I know he's a lot harder on us. I mean, he's hard on everyone, but putting my hands in the right position, having my right foot forward, just little details like that. But it's definitely helpful, in the long run. So.
And talk about those details and a coach like Coach Kablik, his style. But it's been so good for the program because there's just so many wins.
Yeah.
It's nice to be a winner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. He's very good at what he does.
Let's talk a little bit about some of the players on the team and give us a set on the floor. Who's out there and who's doing what?
Okay, so we have a lot of younger girls, definitely a lot of sophomores, and they've been playing so well for being so young. And I know when I was a sophomore, I remember watching the juniors and the seniors, and I was like, well, I can't wait to play like them when I'm their age, and they're already there. So it's a lot of fun, seeing them grow and seeing them from the beginning of the season. Skylar's one of our middles, and she's had a great season so far. My sister is the libero, Julia, and she's been doing a phenomenal job as far as passing and doing what she needs to do. Sarah Kadurka with her serving, she actually was Player of the Week, and she tied a school record when we played Myers. There's so many sophomores, hitters, passers. They've all been doing very well. So.
Let's talk a little bit about your family. Athletics is part of it.
Yes.
So that's something that you're probably used to, but I'm sure you get a little bit of tips or little things when there are athletes in the family, when their parents tell some things maybe you talk about with folks?
Yeah, my dad's the assistant basketball coach at Kings, and I know like if I had a tough game or something like that, he just tells me, you know, go back out the next game, just fix what you need to fix. And I love having him, like knowing he's a coach, just to be like, all right, that just like to have a different perspective, you know, from my coach's perspective. And with my sister as well, she plays basketball, so we like pick each other up.
How about the future endeavors for you? Have you given that much thought yet?
Well, I've applied to like Syracuse, St. Joe's, stuff like that. So I don't think I'll play volleyball in college. I'm also 5'5", so I don't know if anyone's looking for a 5'5" center.
How about a area of study? Is there some area you're interested in?
Yeah, I've applied for communications.
All right. Well, we wish you well in that area. Of course, the best of luck in this state playoff game on Saturday. Should be interesting.
Thank you.
All right, we're with Brynn Kukosky from the Holy Redeemer Volleyball Team here on the John Mendola Show at Arcaro and Janelle. And Brynn, let's talk about this season. A lot of success. Let's talk first about the competition. Some of the teams you played, and you know, everybody trying to knock off Holy Redeemer. Tough to do.
Yeah. So what we've been like telling our players like from the beginning of our season is like, we know that every team wants to try and beat us, so we try and tell like all of our players to like don't play down to their level and like keep like being determined to like terminating on the court and just play our game like we normally do during practice. Just don't play down to their level.
And as far as the team this year, take us through a handful of young ladies that are playing well, other than yourself. Tell us about some of those members on that team.
Well, I play with two of my seniors, our co-captains. Amanda Curcio, she's an amazing hitter, and she's also our setter. Andrejko, she is another like vital player of our team. She's also another setter. And then we have Skylar Osenkarski. She's performed like phenomenal throughout the whole entire year. She's a sophomore, and she's really like increased her performance. We have Andrejko. She's our libero. She's great at passing. She does her job well, and just our team just performs really well.
Coach Kablik pushes everyone in practice and pushes you. And talk about going through that program and knowing that, hey, you had a coach that kind of pushed you and tried to get more and more out of you every time.
Yeah, that's like, he does that with all of us. Like if we make one mistake, he like encouraging us to, like he knows that we can do better. So he encouraged us to like try not to make those mistakes anymore and keep like improving ourselves each and every time at practice or in a game. What's
he tell you about, you know, as you approach these state playoff games? He does a lot of homework, puts a lot into it. Talk about the scouting reports that you get going into the state playoff games now.
For scouting, like we have tape on the majority of the teams that we're gonna play, and he tells us like each and every night to like watch the film, know their tendencies, know like where to go, where to like tip the ball or swing, or who to serve to, who's the serve targets. So, and then the next day for practice, he gives us like a little quiz on what we're supposed to do on the court during the game.
Let's talk about your future endeavors, whether you're thinking about playing sports or not. What are you thinking to study? Talk about some of the college application process. It could be tedious.
Yeah, a little bit. I applied to like local schools around here, Misericordia, Wilkes, Scranton, and I'm thinking about playing volleyball, and I'm also thinking about occupational therapy.
And that family of yours, let's talk about getting out to support you at a game or maybe in the classroom. What are they doing to try to encourage you?
I don't think there's one game that my parents have not came to. Like they come to every single one of my games. Like they've pushed me, they've encouraged me throughout my whole entire season, and they just want me to be the best that I can be. And,
Well, congratulations on a great year. We wish you the best of luck. The Holy Redeemer Girls Volleyball Team here at Arcaro and Janelle.
Thank you.